So sit in any comfortable position for starting the class. Spine straight, adopt chin mudra, eyes closed. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Inhale, exhale, inhale for 3 times Om followed by opening mantra. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचाम् मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। Join your both palms together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply an edge. Slowly and gently while blinking, open your eyes. Om Shanti. What was our last topic? Anybody tell me? What was our last topic? Joints and its type. Am I okay? So today's topic is types of synovial joints. Types of synovial joints. Synovial. Types of synovial joints. Write down. There is 6 types of synovial joints. There is 6 types of synovial joints. The first one is hinge joint. Hinge, hinge joint. The second is pivot joint. Pivot, pivot joint. Third joint is ellipsoid joint. ELLIPSOID, ellipsoid joint. ELLIPSOID. ellipsoid joint. Fourth is saddle joint. Fourth is saddle joint, SADDLE, saddle joint. Fifth one is gliding joint, GLIDING, gliding joint. And the last one is ball and socket joint, BALL, ball and SOCKET, ball and socket joint. So write down the first one, hinge joint. Hinge joint, basically it's provide movement at one plane. Basically it provides movement at one plane, means it have one-sided movement, not opposite side, only one side. The bones fits together perfectly, the bones fits together perfectly. One convex and another concave. The bones fits together perfectly, one convex and another concave. It provides one-sided movement only. It provides movement only one plane. Examples are knee joint, elbow joint, it provides one side movement, one plane movement in one plane. And next one is interphalangeal joints, the joint between finger bones. Interphalangeal joints. These are the examples of hinge joint. Farida ma'am, clear? Next joint is pivot joint, PIVOT, pivot. Pivot joint provides rotation, pivot joint provides rotation around only one axis. Pivot joint provides rotation around only one axis. It is monoaxial joint. It is monoaxial joint. In this joint, the rounded bone fits into a shallow depression, SHALLOW, shallow depression in another bone. In this joint, the rounded bone fits into shallow depression, DEPRESSION, depression in another bone. One bone rotates around another. One bone rotates around another within a concave ring. Formed in the second bone. The ring is lined with a ligament, LIGAMENT, to make the movement smooth. This is the structure of pivot joint. One bone rotates on another bone. One bone fits into shallow depression in another bone. Examples are atlantoaxial joint, ATLANTO, atlantoaxial joint, AXIAL, atlantoaxial joint. This joint is present in first and second vertebra. Atlantoaxial joint, it provides rotation to our head. This one known as pivot joint. And the second joint is radioulnar joint, the joint between radius and ulna bone. These bones have ligamental joint. Radioulnar joint, this movement, rotation between radius and ulna. Shanti Lata ma'am.
Yes.
Why are you late?
Because something I have to do little bit, sir. I just finished my class, so.
Okay. No problem. So understood hinge joint and pivot joint. Hinge joint provides movement at one plane, single plane. The examples are knee joints, elbow joint, interphalangeal joints. The second is pivot joint. In this joint, rounded bone fit into shallow depression of another bone, and it provides rotation. One bone rotates around another within a concave ring. Example are atlantoaxial joint, the rotation of our head left to right, right to left, and radio-ulnar joint, rotation between radius and ulna bone. Shantilata ma'am? Clear?
So the next one,
Radio-ulnar, RADIO, radio-ulnar, ULNAR, the joint between radius and ulna bone.
Yes.
This one is radius and this one is ulna.
Okay, so it's in the forearm.
Joint is here near the wrist. This rotation. Okay.
Yeah.
The third type of joint is ellipsoid joint. ELLIPSOID, ellipsoid joint. It provides back and forth and side to side movement. It provides back and forth and side to side movement. It is biaxial joint. It is biaxial joint. BIAXIAL, biaxial joint. In this joint, an oval shaped condyle, this one, CONDYLE, an oval shaped condyle of one bone fits into an ellipsoid cavity, fits into an ellipsoid cavity, ELLIPSOID, ellipsoid cavity in another bone. In this joint, an oval shaped condyle of one bone fits into an ellipsoid cavity in another bone. The examples are Examples are metacarpophalangeal joint. Metacarpophalangeal joints means our knuckles, these knuckles. Metacarpophalangeal joint, joint between metacarpals and phalanges. Second example, metatarsophalangeal joint. Metatarso, METATARSO, metatarsophalangeal joint. PHALANGEAL, metatarsophalangeal. In toes, joint between foot bones and toe bones, metatarsophalangeal joint. Same like hand joints, palm joints. The joint between palm bones and finger bones, metacarpophalangeal joint. In foot, metatarsophalangeal joint, joint between foot bones and toe bones. And third example is radiocarpal joint. This joint between radius bone and carpals, radiocarpal joint. Clear? Santilata ma'am? Clear or not?
Actually, there's a lot that
Yeah.
I couldn't get it. So the example is okay.
Yes.
Only from the very beginning is not really clear.
Ellipsoid joint. In this joint there is one condyle shape bone, like ball shape.
Foundation.
Condyle, CONDYLE. This one, is it visible?
Yes, I see that, but the name I don't know. On what?
Condyle, CONDYLE. This shape is condyle, like ball.
Contile.
Yeah, like ball shape. And second type of bone is ellipsoid, elliptical cavity. A shallow depression in that bone where ball fits.
Shallow the pressure.
Yeah, where this ball means condyle fits in that depression. Touch your fingers joint, touch your joints of metacarpal and phalanges. They joint. They provide forth and back movement and slightly side movement.
Yeah.
Clear? Slightly side movement and forth and back movement.
Forth and back. Yeah.
So move towards next joint, that is saddle joint. SADDLE, saddle joint. Is it visible? Shantilata ma'am.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So shape is like this. Saddle joint shape is like this. Like saddle on horse back. This type. This is back of horse, HORSE, and this is the saddle. The seat at the back of horse. Seat at the back of horse, known as saddle. So write down, saddle joints are similar to condyle joint. Saddle joint is similar to condyle joint, CONDYLE, condyle joint, similar to condyle joint, but connecting bones are more like interlocking saddle, but connecting joints are more like interlocking saddle. This allows a greater range of motion. This allows a greater range of motion than hinge joint. This allows a greater range of motion than hinge joint, but not allow complete rotation, The example is carpometacarpal of thumb, this joint, the joint between carpal and metacarpal of thumb, not all metacarpals, only thumb metacarpal, the joint between carpal bone and metacarpal of thumb, this one. Rotate your thumb. You can feel how the saddle joint works. It allows more movement than hinge joint. It allows more motion than hinge joint, but not complete rotation. Shantilata ma'am, clear?
Yes.
Okay. So write down next joint, gliding joint, GLIDING, gliding joints. So gliding joint and ball and socket joint we will cover in tomorrow's class, because today we don't have time. Any question from today's class? Hinge joint, pivot joint, ellipsoid joint and saddle joint. We covered these 4 joints. Any question from these 4 joints? Santilata ma'am?
Can you spell the first one?
Hinge, H-I-N-G-E, this one. Is it visible?
The spelling, please.
H-I-N-G-E, hinge. H-I-N-G-E, hinge joint. It provides movement at one plane, means one-sided movement, like elbow. Elbow is the example of hinge joint, elbow joint, knee joint and interphalangeal joint, joint between finger bones, interphalangeal joints.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Any other question? If you have any question, please ask. Santilata ma'am?
Maybe tomorrow, not today.
Okay.
Think about the question.
Bali Yoga School. Bali Yoga School.
No.
Okay. So sit in any comfortable position for closing the class. Spine straight, eyes closed, adopt chin mudra. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for one time Om followed by closing mantra. Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pasyanto. Ma kasyid dukha bhag bhavet. Santi, Santi, Santi. Join your both palm together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palm. Apply on eyes. Slowly and gently while blinking, open your eyes. Om Shanti. Thank you for joining the class.